And this time, oh, look at that loading. Oh, look at that loading screen. Let's go. ByuN won. Vámonos, papi. As we are going to be kicking off the grand finals of ESL Open Cup Asia number 169, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Ancient Sister, and we have the South Korean Terran player representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Ancient Sister, and we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Zerg player representing CranKy Gaming. It is Dark. Oh, let's go, Papi. Dark versus ByuN. A bit of a rematch of the World Finals a couple of years ago. And ByuN, we have seen him whip out this opener from time to time. Depending on the map, it is going to be a 2-racks opener from ByuN. So we're already spicing things up here at the start of the series. We're going to be having an influx of Reapers. We're going to be quite aggressive with them. This isn't all in by any means. That's why this isn't proxied. It's back at home. We will expand behind this. It's just a way to get some early aggression, some early map control, get a bit of an early lead, and then get into a regular game. Oh my god. Oh, this is not a 2-racks. This is a 3-racks. Oh my god. ByuN. I love this because he's playing with his reputation. The reason why I started this off saying that he does this from time to time, because he does. You know, he's been known to go for 2-racks openers in ZVT recently for the past month or so. Maybe even over a month. But now he's mixing it up by committing even further by getting that 3rd racks. And hiding it as well in the main base. Oh boy. Ooh, so, yeah. Meanwhile, across the map, hatch gas pool from Dark. Everything is normal. Everything is standard from our Zerg player. But ByuN is going to be the aggressor. 3 Reapers being built at a time. I said 3. Yeah, there we go. The supply blocked it a little bit. But 3 Reapers being built at a time. Gonna be rushing across the map and gonna be looking to snowball here, looking to dive on top of the queen. 1 drone does get saved. Nicely done here by Dark, able to minimize his losses, but the Reaper is gonna continue to dance and can get a drone. We'll get 1, we'll get 2. Oh, has to be careful not to lose the Reaper though. This is all about momentum. This is all about snowballing, especially with that 3 racks. Again, that means that the natural is delayed, if not non-existent here, and ByuN needs to do more. He traded with the Lings. The 2nd Reaper has been revealed, and that is already suspect. Now, Dark is aware of what's going on, even though he didn't scout across the map. He knows. And here we go. More Lings are in production. 3rd Queen on the way. The Reapers doing quite well for themselves, but oh, he overextends, and 1 Reaper goes down. Bit of a misstep there from ByuN. Meanwhile, the Lings coming to reinforce, also overextending a little bit, so Dark is going to be losing quite a number of those Lings. Oh, and we don't have transfused energy. The Lings are running out, and once they do, then the Reapers are going to dive on top of the Queens. Up. Oh, he wants them. Oh, he almost gets the first Queen. It's barely alive on 5 HP. ByuN rotates around, and not much here in the main. The Lings pop out just in time. Very crucial. If it wasn't for those Lings, then ByuN would have gone straight for the mineral line. There we go. We did have 1 transfuse, barely keeping that Queen alive. Dark doing a great job at keeping his Queen count quite solid. Throws out a Spine Crawler here at the natural. The 3rd base is exposed. Behind this, we do have a natural. We are double expanding. Oh my god. From ByuN. 3 racks into 2 CC here. The Reaper count continuing to get higher and higher. Link speed just finished up, but despite that, the Reaper count may just be too high. Dark still has to be very careful with his links, but now the link speed has been revealed. ByuN is going to respect that. He's going to back off. The 3rd base has been saved. Dark didn't really lose any drones. Look at the units lost tab. Only a single drone went down, and Dark is going to try and chase this down, but oh, he has to respect the Reapers. Economically, Dark is still behind though. That's the thing. He's been focusing all of his lava on link production, not on drones. So he had to cut drones really early. On top of that, his queens were also focusing on defending instead of spreading creep or injecting. So overall, a decent start for Dark, but we get us around. 2 Reapers go down, and not just 2 Reapers, but maybe every Reaper. Oh, they bounce up into the high ground. And Dark able to take another good trade. Oh. Again, it's so important for Dark to just maintain the map control with these Reapers because he has nothing at home. There's literally nothing. There's one Marine. One vanilla Marine. If Dark had gone for a counterattack, then ByuN may just lose his natural. That's why it's so important for him to be as active as he is with these Reapers. Meanwhile, Dark backs off. He's going to be droning up. He's going to be saturating his 3 bases. We're working on an Evo chamber as well. The Queens are doing a great job at keeping up with the rotations of the Reaper. And again, Dark, it's insane that he just didn't... He lost 1 drone. 1 drone! 1! Oh no. And no Queens. No Queens. We don't have to talk about the Lings. The Lings are, the Lings are RIP. They're, Lings have seen some better days, unfortunately. But you know what? They're kind of meant to die. You know, that's their purpose. That is the reality of the situation. No. As ByuN is rotating all the way up in towards the 3rd as well, clearing up some creep tumors. Backing off. This hatchery is still quite low from earlier, so a follow-up 2-on-1, sorry, a follow-up drop can do quite well. The Lings, sorry, the Marines have been scouted. The first 2 medevacs are on the way, as well as Stim. Stim just finished up, so ByuN is going to be active here with his first group of Marines, and this is going to be a scary moment. Dark, how many Queens does he have? He has 6 Queens, so we're lacking in Queens. We have a lot of Lings, but they are vanilla Lings. They still don't have Carapace either. So this first Marine push has potential, especially with the support of these Reapers. Oh, and Dark, he wants to make use of these Lings. He's going across the map. Can he catch the Reapers? Oh, no, he does see them. He's going to be catching some reinforcements, but oh, this is not a good fight though for Dark. Oh, he's going to be losing a lot of those Lings. Caught a couple of Marines, but did lose a lot in the process. Not the best trade for Dark. Do you see ByuN rotating over? Getting his 3rd base saturated. ByuN still has the economic lead in this game. He picks up and he goes for a drop into the main base. This is not scouted by Dark. He's going to be rotating over with his Queens, but the Marines are already here. No Banelings. Oh, and without the support of the Banelings, okay, it looks like there are enough Lings to push this back. Nice target firing as well. ByuN will lose a medevac. Very nicely handled, as we're now getting into our factory production. Winter mines are coming out, so mine Marine. We even still have those Reapers from the early game, which honestly can do quite well against Ling Bane. Like the KDA charges, the mines, they're crazy. They can really disrupt the control here of Dark and his Banelings as well. Here we go, the Banelings are trying to waddle on in. KDA charges are going to be going off. Mine shots as well. But we still have a good surround. The mine shot, not really what we needed it to be. And Dark defends. He holds the first push. Oh no, the hatchery! He's going for the hatchery! Oh my god! And can he get it? It's gonna be close. The hatchery. Oh, the transfuse! Oh my god. The transfuse barely keeps it alive. It would have been disastrous. I mean, Dark has already been behind economically throughout the majority of this game. It would have been disastrous if he lost the hatchery, but he keeps it alive just barely. Ugh. That means that drop from ByuN just wasn't quite worth it. Overall, Dark has been trading quite well with his Ling Bane, especially considering these were slow Banelings, but now speed kicks in. 4 bases are saturated. We do see the drop towards the south is being cleaned up. Mine drop is avoided, only connects with the Queen. But the push up here, there's very little creep threat to work with. Banelings are rolling in. Up! Ooh. Mine shots are going to be going off. The reinforcements rally on forward here. We don't have too many Banelings remaining here for Dark. How goes the target firing? We do get a connection with the mine. Mine shot is okay, but you know what? Dark, with his reinforcements, he's going to have enough. He does force the pickup. Just barely. He does force ByuN back. As this is happening, ByuN is expanding and taking 4th base. This is a scary moment where we do have macro hatcheries, but Dark needs a 5th base. He may even need to double expand. It's difficult because of his lack of creep spread. Because of how little creep spread there is, it's so difficult to actually have the map vision and have the defensive positioning to actually defend these fringe bases. As Dark is stuck on 4 at the moment. Meanwhile, because ByuN has been so active, he just doesn't allow Dark to expand. He doesn't let the creep spread get out of hand at all. Or even in the hand. There's just no creep. We have the drop towards the south. This time the hatchery will go down, and the damage done earlier may have just been too much here for Dark to recover. He's been trying. Oh, the mines! Oh! The mine shots are exactly what they needed to be. They connect with the Lings and the Banelings. The Marines survive. They push on forward to get on top of the Hydras. We still have more mines behind this as well. Oh, a little bit of friendly fire. With that, Dark is going to be able to overwhelm this. Dark still holding on by the skin of his teeth. Infestation bit on the way. Pathogen glands as well. Looks like he wants to go Lingbane Hydra Infester. Interesting choice. It can lock down these bio armies, these drops. But honestly, I think ByuN is just happy containing Dark to 4 bases, to be honest. Like, it's just... it's all he wants in life, and he's getting it. Oh, we do see Dark coming in from multiple angles, though. The mine shot not going off in the end. Without the support of the mines, these Marines are having a hard time, even without Banelings. But the stutter stepping is pretty good. We lose a lot of Lings at the same time. This 4th base from Dark is not going to finish. I mean, it does finish, but oh god, ByuN is focusing it down. He gets it again. Dark stuck on 3 base economy. Ay, ay, ay. Cannot catch a break. I'm out here talking about Dark trying to get a 5th, but he can't even get a 4th. It's just not happening. It's not happening. Ah. And ByuN has just been left alone the entire game, essentially. Just because of his opener, he has had the momentum. He has had the initiative. Dark just trying to survive, Papi. We've got 4 infestors on the way. 4. Nope. Oh, and Fungals can change this. They definitely can. Oof. Like a good Fungal, Dark can take a fight even if he is down in supply. Even if he is down in upgrades. Speaking of 3-3 on the horizon here for ByuN, there's going to be a massive window where he has 3-3 and Dark is still working with only 2-2. We see a double drop going into the main base. The Queens are looking to keep up with this. At the same time, we do have a force pushing in towards the north and a force pushing in towards the south. A tri-pronged attack from ByuN. The drop in the main is being dealt with. The push towards the north is as well, but the south, it finds ground and it picks off drones. Fungals! Fungals will be connecting, but the splits are pretty damn good. Can Dark keep up? Does he have enough to keep up is the question. Oh, as one infestor gets targeted down, the tank positioning is just phenomenal. ByuN can't really commit because of the infestors, and there we go. The Fungals will clean this up. But what about towards the north? We're bleeding out so many Lings. Oh, the target firing. Oof. Baneling gets targeted down. Mine shots go off. Looks like Dark is going to be able to hold on. But the southern 4th just gets picked up and goes straight into the main base. We're not going to be able to pick off a hatchery, but we do target down drones instead. 6 drones go down. Drones that we cannot afford to lose. The entire army comes into the main to clean this up, and that means this force is exposed. The Queens! They're going to get sniped. They're going to get EMP'd. They're all going to go down. GG gets called. And ByuN will take game number 1. Off of a 3 racks opener. An at-home 3 racks as well. Bear that in mind. Ooh. GG. But yeah, even though ByuN didn't really get a lot of drone kills, he did force a lot of lings, and we saw Dark trade pretty inefficiently with those lings initially. And because of that, he was behind. He was having a really hard time actually getting his third and fourth bases up and running. Oh, the aggression of ByuN was just relentless. Oh, and that's the power of ByuN. That's the power of, mate. You give this man some Reapers and he can make some magic happen. That is his signature unit ever since his return in Legacy of the Void, when ByuN did become the world champion. For those who are maybe some newer viewers of StarCraft, ByuN single-handedly had the Reaper nerfed. ByuN in TvZ was so abusive with that. He was so abusive. Oh, I think we're going to be remaking the party here. Yeah. We're going to be remaking. But yeah, ByuN single-handedly did get the Reaper nerfed. Before this, it used to do a little bit more damage, especially to buildings. And ByuN was just running rampant with it. Oh boy. ByuN. But even though he got them nerfed, of course, you know, he still has some amazing micro, amazing control with them. Unlike any other. And yeah, that was back in 2016. I'll always remember, like, ByuN is such a historic player. Like, again, I know we got a lot of new viewers and new fans in the COVID era of StarCraft, but 2016 was so momentous. Like, oh my god, the return of ByuN, the one-man army, it was so hype. It was everyone, like, ByuN was like the Serral of his time, or yeah, the Serral of his time is basically maybe a good way to put it. Everyone heard about him. Everyone knew about him. Even people outside of StarCraft. Ugh. Now, here we go. We are diving back into this, continuing the grand finals here, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales. We have the best Zerg player in all of South Korea, representing CranKy Gaming. It is Dark. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Here we go. Of course, ByuN, a couple of years ago, coming back from his mandatory military service, coming back to StarCraft, and he, like Hero, oh, he's doing it again. He's doing it again, Papi. I was about to say, he, like Hero, has found success in his return from the military, like Hero, like Gumiho, and like Classic as well. But I expect it to, this time, just be a 2 Rax here. I don't expect the 3rd Rax. That was a bit of a twist to the build in game number 1 to catch Dark off guard. This time I only expect 2, but we'll see. We'll see what ByuN does. Meanwhile, ooh, a pool first. Oh my god. This was a gas pool opener, mate. Let's go. Dark going for a very aggressive opener. And I say aggressive for a reason, because a pool first is safe. A gas pool is aggressive. We have options. We can rush into Ling speed. I imagine, though, this is going to be for early roaches. I imagine. Yeah, there we go. 2 Lings and a Queen are on the way for map control. Just trying to be a little bit annoying, but here we go. Dark is also about to come across the opener here. He sees the 2 Rax. Oh. There we go. Roach Warren is soon to be upon us as well. There we go. Roach Warren has been thrown down. So this is a Roach Rush from Dark. ByuN calling him out, maybe? Yo, can we get some Maddox translations in the chat? What does Tim see? This is not a wall. There's a there is a hole in between them, I'm pretty sure. I could be mistaken. There we go. We're plugging up the wall on the right-hand side, at least, with that reactor. Regardless, the Reaper dips on in, does see and confirm not just the Queen, but it also sees the Roach Warren. The response? 3rd Rax. Here we go. 3rd Rax. We have our add-ons on the way. Bunker on the low ground. I was really curious. I was really curious to see how ByuN was going to defend against a Roach Rush when he has his Raxes as a part of the wall on the ramp. And the answer is we make Marauders and we go for a low ground bunker instead. Will this work? I'm curious. I've never seen this dynamic before. Oh, the Reaper's already doing such a great job at slowing down the Roaches, just bouncing them up with those KDA charges are going to force this Ravager early on. Very nice control out of ByuN. Meanwhile, the bunker on the low ground is now done. It is full of a Marauder. We have a second Marauder on the way. Is this a wall? Is it a wall? Oh my god. As we do pull all the way back here to this bunker, and now the bunker has been revealed to Dark. Does have a Ravager. Can bile it down. Oh, the Lings are flooding in behind this as well. Dark hasn't been droning. He's going all in. The bunker goes down immediately, and Dark is looking to straight up end the game. Boys are going to be pulled. The first Marauder is going to go down. The bile is going to miss, and we're getting on top of the Roaches. Oh, the Ling reinforcements are late. Dark was a little bit supply blocked. Oh my god, the Roach Ravager being completely shut down. Oh my god. That may just be game. We have a wave of Lings on the way, but these Lings were needed earlier. Dark is trying to drone from this point. He's trying. But to lose all of those Roaches the way that he did, 4 Roaches and a Ravager, that is devastating. Things are getting ready for that counterattack. The wall is not a wall. Things are threatening him. But there's just too much Marine Marauder here. Oh, and Dark is going to have to try to transition. He's going to have to try and drone. He's behind economically. He's only on 2 bases. He's going to try and take a third, but he doesn't have the minerals for it. Not yet. He will eventually take it, eventually. But yeah, this is a rough start here for Dark. And I'm really impressed that ByuN has this mapped out. I wasn't sure if he could defend against a Roach Rush when going for a low ground 2 racks like this. And meanwhile, it wasn't a wall, and now it is. Now this is a wall. With that, it's a Frankenstein wall. Jesus Christ! But you know, hey, what works works, okay? And we're just going to be moving out across the map. I think this may just end the game. The Lings get shaved off. We have a couple of Roaches on the way, but with Concussive Shell Marauders and with Stim on the horizon, like, how is Dark meant to hold? Ow. Let's look at the units tab here. We've got 11 Lings and 3 Roaches. Sorry, 3 Queens. This third base will at least be cancelled. If ByuN wanted to, I think he could break the natural, to be honest. I think it's possible, but for now, he's going for the secure damage. He's going to be cancelling the third. Third does get cancelled, and now here we go. ByuN is going to be rotating over towards the natural base. What do we have to defend? We have some Lings coming in from behind. We have a couple of Roaches as well. Dark was given time to build an army, and with that scan, ByuN doesn't want to risk it. He is going to back off. Just rotating over, going to be getting an Overlord for his troubles. Oh, the Roaches are moving out. Oh. I don't know about this one. And a lot of Roaches get targeted down. The Lings as well. Yeah, this is not a fight we can take. GG gets called. And ByuN takes a 2-0 lead in this grand finals. Oof. Yeah, I mean, the scout from ByuN was crucial. The fact that he was able to confirm the Roach Rush across the map. And because of that 2-racks opener, because of such a quick tech lab behind it as well, we already had a Marauder. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was absolutely wild. Oh, catching up in the chat. You say that like ByuN is washed? Or he was washed, and then he came back, you know? He peaked in his career, and hopefully he'll peak again. Big muscly arms. Oh. Let's go. Hold on. I did qualify that, saying that now ByuN is returned, and I said he found success like Hero, Classic, and Gumiho. What do you mean? These are examples of ex-military players that are actually doing well right now. God damn it. No, a very historic player, very historic player. Here we go. Here we go. ByuN looking to, yeah, take the series. He's one game away from becoming this week's ESL Open Cup champion. One game is all he needs. And Dark, he has to win this game to stay in this series and win every game thereafter if he wants to be this week's champion. We'll see if it can be done on Neo Humanity. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have the South Korean Zerg representing CranKy Gaming. Oh, down in this series, gonna have to start a long journey here to bring it all back for the reverse sweep. It is Dark. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. ByuN, he needs one more one more game to take the entire series and end it all. Dark, he's up against the wall. He's up against the ropes. This time, no early gas, no early pool. It is a hatch first. Oh. And this time, ByuN, on Neo Humanity, it makes sense, doesn't go for the low ground 2 racks, a standard opener here from both players in game 3. ByuN he's been having his fun, but now he's going to be taking this a little bit more seriously, a little bit safer, I should say. And this will be the most standard opener that we've had from our players this entire series. But we are on Neo Humanity, so I'll be honest, if the early game goes well for Dark, I do expect him to go for roaches, and I do expect him to go for a roach timing off of 3 bases and sending everything across the map. That is what I expect on Neo Humanity. We'll see if Dark does go for that or if he has something else in store for us instead. We'll see, we'll see. As we do have that Reaper opener from ByuN, no SCV scout, so cutting a couple of corners here and there. If there was something early on to be seen, then ByuN would be having a bit of a later scout, but regardless, he's at least moving out with his Reaper, is going to be confirming the 3rd hatchery, and is going to be, you know, confirming the drones back at home as well, that it was a hatch first opener, not a pool first. Going to be dancing with these lings. So far, so good. Dark not quite losing anything yet. Not losing a single ling. ByuN rotates over, confirms, okay, it's not a 2-base all-in. There's a 3rd. And ByuN is safe to go for a 3cc before starport opener. So quite economic here from ByuN. A very stark kind of divergence from where we left off in the previous game. In every game, actually. So we're being hyper economic here from ByuN. 1-1-1, 3rd CC. You love to see it. We're not Cure, so we're not going for any kind of 3cc 2-1-1 opener or anything like that. So very safe and standard from ByuN. Likewise, Dark is just droning and taking his 3rd base. So we're taking things kind of easy here to begin with. But his initial lings are rushing across the map and they're hitting a timing with ling speed. Oh my god, they're going to get 3 SCVs and a mule. And a marine. And another SCV. The wall's not a wall. Oh my god. Dark getting a surprising amount of damage. Can he delay the 3rd CC? He will. He also gets a full scout of the main base. Confirms the opener. Very nicely done here by Dark. Very crisp timing with that ling speed as well. Oh. You love to see it. And with that, he's going to have a little bit of a lead. You know, getting 6 SCVs and getting a scout and also delaying the 3rd is a very nice start here for Dark. Behind this, he's just going to be droning, remaking his queens. He's going to make sure he has enough lings to avoid any kind of major dive from ByuN. And ByuN is going into that Liberator transition. is going to be looking to harass with some Hellions, distract the Queens, and try to slip into a mineral line with that Liberator, whether it's the third, the natural, or the main. Will be one of them. No. Meanwhile, behind this, ByuN is throwing down 2 NG bays as well. Relatively greedy, but yeah, he's going to be starting his upgrades very quickly for his bio. He's going to be delaying his second and third racks for that as well. So ByuN is working with very minimal units. He's got 4 Hellions, a Marine, and a Lib. Like, he even skipped out on Hellion production as well for these faster NG bays. So yeah, very greedy here from ByuN. Oh boy. Meanwhile, we don't really have a Roach Horn yet from Dark. We may not see one at all. We've got our lair on the way. We've just been chilling here on a single gas geyser. We have a second and third gas finally being taken at our third base, but Dark has just been focusing on pure drone production. And with the arrival of this Baneling Nest, it looks like we will not see a Roach Horn. It is going to be Ling Bane. We could see double Evo chambers as well, and we could just see Ling Bane into Hive. It is something that Dark is fond of. Oh, as we just get a free scout. ByuN slips into the main and confirms the builds, confirms, okay, no additional factories. We do have a 3 racks follow-up as well. Third CC should be somewhere. Didn't see it in the main, but I mean, he saw it building earlier, so he knows it's been taken. So Dark knows that he doesn't really have anything to worry about. He knows that there's no kind of major push coming his way. So he is free to drone, and there are those upgrades we were talking about, 2 Evo chambers at the third base. This is also very iconic to Dark. For those wondering, he does typically throw down his Evo chambers at his third for a wall, just so he has a bit of an easier time defending against Hellion run-bys here. Meanwhile, he uses the Bailey Nest or his Roach Horn as a wall at the natural instead. And just a stylistic choice here from Dark. And we were talking about Ling Bane into Hive, and that is what we're getting. There's the Infestation Pit. We should be seeing a Hive. We have another macro hatch as well, so we have plenty of larvae to work with. So the idea behind this is that Dark will have very limited anti-air. He's going to be going Ling Bane. He's going to be rushing into Adrenal Glands, and he does have access to Vipers early on if he wants to, but the end goal here is going to be Ultras. So Ling, Bane, Viper, Ultra. We'll see if I eat my words. Like, we have seen Dark from here try and go into fast Lurkers instead for this Hive. But, oh, he's not going for Lurkers. We do see a setup to go into Infestors instead. But we do have that Hive on the way. Before that happens, here we go. ByuN finally going for his first sign of aggression, going for his first push across the map. A lot of these creep tumors are going to be cleaned up. We do see Dark setting up for a bit of a surround. Widowmine shots are not going to be going off. They go off on the Queen. That is not what ByuN was looking for. His push is, or his force is pushed back. I love this. Dark just taking control of the Zelnaga here just to take a peek, take a gander at what ByuN is working with. Does morph his Hellions into those Hellbats. 4th CC is on the way. Oh. And yeah, thankfully ByuN didn't overcommit to his push here. Because of that, he's going to be able to back off. He's preserving his Marines. He's being far more safer here. And should be able to hold on to this 4th as a result. He's actually splitting off his army. He's going for a bit of a multi-prong attack. Up. Here we go. We do see the double drop on the right-hand side. Another double drop towards the left. A force in the middle of the map as well. Oh, the Banelings! Dark is keeping up with this. Ooh, Widowmine shot though gets a juicy connection on those Banelings at the same time though. Dark, he just sends everything across the map, and his Banelings are getting into the mineral line. Oh my god. 15, 17, 19 SCVs go down. ByuN was not in position. He was in position for his own harassment, but not in position to defend. Oh my god. And here we go. The Banelings, they just keep on rolling forward. Widowmines are set up for this. The shot's not quite going off though. It looks like ByuN is going to be able to force this back. He does hold on to his 4th CC, but his economy, his workers did take a big blow. And we were talking about it There is that Ultra Cavern on the way. Adrenal Glands as well. We have a Fast Hive. Lingbane Ultra Infestor. That's the big difference here. We are going to be mixing in some Infestors to support. We will have Fungals to lock down the Bio Army. I think that's a really wise choice against ByuN, because ByuN is known for his control. He's known for his micro. And a great way to nullify that is with Infestors. It's like, mate, can you really split against Fungals? Nah, mate. As the Liberator is shut down here on the right-hand side, Dark has the momentum. His economy, for the most part, has been left untouched. He's been able to safely tech up, and Dark is the most vulnerable before he gets to the Hive, before he's able to get to this end goal. But he has made it here. He has achieved his final form. Well, for the most part, his final form is going to be when the Ultras do pop. And he is getting closer and closer to that moment. Meanwhile, oh my god, ByuN trying to set up again multi-prong harassment. We have Infestor set up to go for some Fungals. Here we go, Lings are rolling on in. Widowmine shots are going to be causing some friendly fire. Ooh. Decent connections overall. Infestors, I'm waiting to see if they want to go for some flanking Fungals or for the Mineral Lions. We've got options. Infestors are looking to get behind the army. Are they going to get the Fungal? They go for it! Oh my god, and they will barely catch half the army with the Fungal, but oh, didn't quite set it up the way that it needed to be. Decent Fungal overall. Oh, yo, we're going for it again. The Ultras have arrived. Dark, he takes the fight and he keeps on pushing. Ooh, he's going to take some big mind shots to the face though. Only has a single Ultra as well. I worry that Dark is overextending. There we go. Another Fungal is going to land, but the reinforcements are trickling on in for ByuN. Oh, the mine shots. Oh, they're not what they need to be. Dark is pushing on through. GG gets called, and Dark takes game number 3. We have a series. Ooh. The flanking Infestors, Poppy. The Fungals. Let's go. A very dark move. A very dark move. But GG, this is the beginning of a comeback. This is what Dark needs. He needs that momentum. He needs things to go his way so he can turn the series around. And he takes his first step. He puts a point on the board. Can he do it again? Can he tie things up 2-2 as game number 2 is going to be on Royal Blood? Ooh. Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. Again, great moves from Dark overall. A lot of that was because of Neo-Humanity though. The rush distance is very short on Neo-Humanity, so for Dark to decide to go for that Lingbane counterattack through the center of the map, ByuN has very little time to scout and very little time to respond. So Dark just abusing or taking advantage of some of the features of Neo-Humanity quite well, and yeah, able to use that to great effect to come back in this series. Can he go all the way though? Personally, I would love an ace match. That's what I want. Regardless if ByuN or Dark wins, I want this to go the distance. I want this to go all the way to game number 5. Can we get there? Can we get there? Oh my god, what is this clip? What did Frost clip? Light reveals his real feelings for Dark. Oh, I'll watch that later. What did I say? Meanwhile, here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Zerg player starting his comeback, making his mark in the grand finals of ESL Open Cup 169. Nice. We have the South Korean Zerg representing CranKy Gaming, Dark. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Still only one game away from taking this entire tournament. Still so close from ending the series. But Dark, his comeback has begun. Can he continue it? That is the question, as he does go for another hatch first opener. And I feel like it is important to say that. So take note of that, because Dark is willing to be aggressive. We saw earlier in this series him go for a gas pool opener, but we're not seeing that here. We're not seeing that now. Not when everything is on the line. Again, Dark has been humbled a little bit this series already. He has been put on notice. And now with that, we see a standard hatch gas pool. You do love to see it. Meanwhile, across the map, likewise, ByuN, if he wanted to, he could have, but he doesn't go for the 2 racks opener. We do see the entrance on Royal Blood to our natural base is quite narrow, and you can take advantage of that, but ByuN opting not to this time. Not yet. Yo, watch Dark take game 4, and then in the ace match, ByuN goes back to the 2 racks opener. Oh my god, I can see it so clearly. Reaper zooming across the map, but ByuN opting not to go for an SCV scout again. It's just not something that he does, not something that he feels necessary to do so, so he's going to be a little bit more efficient keeping his SCVs all at home. Opting to go for a bit of a later scout. He's going to dip in, dance with these lings. Third base is taken from Dark on time. Oh. As Dark makes his signature 6 lings. Oh no! Oh, almost loses a ling. It looks like he will lose 1 ling in the end. But only 1. As the early game is going to be wrapping up, and ByuN behind this, his opener once again is going to be that third CC before Starport. So very economic 1-1-1 3 CC Banshee opener, or should be. We'll see. Last game, if you recall, we didn't have an add-on swap. We didn't have the add-on swap from the racks to the Starport. Instead, we had a Liberator. So ByuN is going to have some options here. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does go for the add-on swap in the end. But before that happens, oh no, my apologies. This is actually very peculiar. The Starport is so delayed, and it's delayed in favor for a very fast stim. We have continued Hellions on the way. Are we gonna see an armory with this? I'm feeling an armory, not gonna lie. Like, why else would we be rushing out stim this quickly? We'll see. As we're getting into a very different setup. We have a 3 racks follow-up. We are delaying our Starport by so much. So we have like a 3cc kind of 3 racks opener in a way. So this is gonna hit quite hard, I feel. We're gonna have a lot of Marines early on. We're going straight into double Angie bays though. Okay, interesting. So with this opener from ByuN, he's not really gonna have too much map presence. We can see that he only has 4 Hellions to work with. And when it comes to his Starport production, he doesn't have any medevacs on the way anytime soon, or any liberators, or anything of the sort. So he's not, again, he's just gonna have very little map presence overall. But when he does eventually move out, he will have quite a force to work with. You know, we're working on 1-1 very quickly once again, and we're gonna be working on this ByuN army very quickly as well. So the 1-1 timing from ByuN, it's gonna be pretty terrifying, I feel. We'll see. As the Hellions are just going to be poking across the map, just dipping into creep. So we don't want to overextend though. Again, these 4 Hellions are all we have to have that map control. Behind this, Dark is going for a Roach Warren. Was he able to scout the main? He did see all 3 racks, so he's aware of the overall composition of ByuN and how bio heavy it's going to be. And his response is going to be a Roach Warren. Interesting. I mean, Roaches can be quite good defensively. They can be a safe way to get into the mid game. It's just an alternate style of playing, of course. You know, Ling Bane is a lot more, Ling Bane Queen even is a lot more standard. Roaches are a lot more robust with the power of Ravager Biles as well. They can shut down tank pushes and Liberator harass. They have their other uses. Quite a solid utility unit. Oh my god! And speaking of, we're getting some mixed signals here. So we have a Roach Warren, but we have Tunneling Claws on the way. We don't have Burrow. I think this is this a misclick? It is. I think this is supposed to be Roach Speed. I don't think this is intentional. We'll see, because this is a really weird setup. There's no Burrow. Doesn't matter if you have Tunneling Claws. Without Burrow, you can't use it. Yeah, I think this is a mistake. Otherwise, we would be seeing Burrow, right? Oh, boy. Oh, so maybe some nerves getting to Dark a little bit. Does he get eyes on this? He's still continuing Roach, but this is so unfortunate. Like, he's working on a massive Roach army that's going to smash across the map, but it's going to be slow. He's not going to have Roach speed. Smurge. Actual Smurge. It happens to the best of us. It does happen to the best of us. Tunneling Claws finishes up, but alas, we can't really do anything with it. It will change the appearance. There we go. Roach speed now starts. There we go. Burrow now starts as well. Dark recognizing what he needs, and if he did want to be aggressive with his roaches, he can't. What's important, he just revealed the Tunneling Claws because it does change the appearance of the roach, and as a result, ByuN saw that. He's getting turrets. The surprise factor of Tunneling Claw roaches is no longer there anymore. ByuN is ready for it. And it's not like Dark was like faking him out by like showing it, revealing it, and wanting a reaction and to not commit. Like, Burrow is still on the way. Like, he is committing, and here we go. ByuN is pushing on forward here. No Baileys to speak of whatsoever. He's trying to get on top of these Ravagers, but maybe overextending the roaches. The roach count is just too high. Dark is going to power on through. Who needs roach speed? Who needs it? Hey, just waddle in. Slowly but surely, just waddle. As Dark is trying to be as aggressive as possible with his army. He's reinforcing with 1/1lings. Oh, but the positioning major speed too damn good. Biles are going to be connecting with the tanks, but the Marines, they still on forward. The boys are being pulled, but the Lings have arrived. Dark is still pulling this off. And you know what? Roach speed is just now kicking in. Oh, can he pull it off? The roaches have run out. The Marines are getting on top of the Ravagers, and this is going to be a hefty loss for Dark. Ooh. He almost pulled it off. I was about to believe. I was willing to believe that Dark could break ByuN with this timing, but alas, 'tis not meant to be. Could this have changed if we had roach speed? Maybe. I would say maybe, as would you have Burrow coming into play, that one roach slipping on in? Oh, he could even force some friendly fire. Oh, there's that one Bile. Dark coming in just to snipe that one tank. You love to see it. With the death of that tank, here we go. ByuN is getting ready for the second wave. He was able to drone up on 4 bases. To be fair, he's up to 77 drones, but he's going once again for this big push, hitting with +1 range. And ByuN is out of position. His Marines were not where they needed to be. Now that the tanks are dead, Dark is pulling this off. He is pulling this off. All the boys are forced off the line. But without tanks, it's so difficult to trade against the Roach Ravager. 25 SCVs go down. The tanks as well. The Marines are falling. GG gets called, and ByuN is unable to hold. Dark will take game number 4 and bring it to the ace match. Wow. Look at that, mate. Even without roach speed, even with slow roaches, he's able to pull it off, mate. Able to eventually overwhelm and overcome the defenses of ByuN. Wow. A lot of that, I think, did come down to the first attack. If you remember, the first big fight happened in the middle of the map when ByuN stimmed forward and he was just like trying to rush on top of those Ravagers. Like, he felt like he could maybe win the fight and win the game then and there. And that was a bit of a misstep from ByuN. He threw away a lot of supply early on, and he was unable to recover from that point. We are going to the ace match. Game 5. Let's go. All the way, Papi. All the way. I see the copy pasta in the chat. I already said the copy pasta once. Okay, I don't need to say it again. It's all good, mate. It's all good. Oh. But yes, we are going into the ace match here. Oh. And how will the story end? I've already got what I wanted. I wanted a game 5. I wanted this series to go the distance, and that is where we are going. Oh. And this is not a good map to open up with the 2 racks. So our Terran player is not going to have the opportunity to do that, I don't think. Like the low ground entrance to the natural is just too wide. I think it's too risky to go for it. We'll see if he does. Let's go. Let's go, Papi. Ugh. I'm also running out of energy a little bit. Like, I need food. Here we go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gressvan, we have the South Korean Zerg player representing CranKy Gaming. He was down 0-2 in this series, and he's brought it all the way back to the grand finals. Grand finals all the way back to the ace match in the grand finals, representing CranKy Gaming. It is Dark. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Gressvan, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player representing Shopify Rebellion. He was up 2-0. He just needed one more win, but it has been just out of reach this entire series. Can he bring it back? It is ByuN. You can hear my brain melting a little bit. It's been a 4-hour cast. Been a bit of a long one. But oh my god, he's going CC first. He's crazy, puppy. He is crazy in the ace match. Because Gressvan, the entrance here to the natural, I didn't believe he would go for a 2-racks opener again, and he has opted not to, but he goes for the next best thing. Goes for a CC first. Wow. Ooh. A much more economic, greedy opener here from ByuN, and he's going to be able to get away with it because Dark is going for a hatch gas pool opener, despite the fact that Dark is known for his early game aggression, for his roach timings and his roach pushes. That is not what we're going to be seeing here today. So, yeah, ByuN should be able to get away with this. Oh my god, he's actually going for a CC first into a 2-1-1? Or is it into a 3-racks? I know Maru has been playing around with CC first into 3-racks. I know Maru, I think Cure has done it as well. And I know that ByuN is good friends with Maru, so are we going to see that 3rd racks is the question. This is so greedy. It's CC first into a 2-racks. Into a reactor first as well. We have 0 units for ByuN. No Reaper, no Marine, no SCV Scout, no nothing. If Dark had gone for a gas first opener like he did before in this series and had rushed out roaches, ByuN would be dead. He would just it would just be over. The game would be over. He has seen nothing. This is so greedy. Oh my god. CC first, reactor first. It is a 2-1-1 setup, by the way, not a 3-racks. Dark is rushing across the map with Lings, though. He has 10 or more Lings on the way. He has realized what the opener is, and he wants to try and punish it. As Dark is stopping workers here, stopping droning at 21. The natural is wide open. Lings are on the way. No Hellions, as the Hellions are delayed because of the 2-1-1. Oh my oh my god. ZZZ. The Lings, here we go with Ling speed. Dark is going to be able to overwhelm the Marines on the low ground, the SCVs as well. Let's go, puppy. Let's go. Ooh. As the Lings do dive on in, is it going to be enough to overwhelm all these Marines? The stutter stepping is pretty damn good. The SCV micro as well. Wow, ByuN doesn't lose anything. The reaction, he's going to lose an SCV. One SCV. Oh. 1 SCV for 12 Lings. The control there from ByuN was insane. We see more Lings coming in there. Here we go. Can Dark redeem himself? Oh, it looks like he will. He needed this. He desperately needed the follow-up to do damage. There we go. 5 SCVs go down. The Marine count gets reset. Here's a 6th SCV. Can he get a 7th? He can. Whew. This was very necessary damage. Because initially, ByuN was holding so well. ByuN was defending perfectly. But there we go. 8 SCVs go down. Oh. And the Lynx, they just don't stop. They should probably stop though. Dark is now droning. He's getting a 3rd base behind this. Yeah, he's checking and confirming, but Stim is done. Like, this is, I think, an overextension. Stim is utilized, and yeah, the Lynx get cleaned up. Dark getting a little bit over eager, a little bit fancy, a little bit too much. With the death of all of those Lings, things are now closer, to be honest. Stop rallying, let's Dark! Oh, stop it. Oh my god. So because he overextended there, he's lost 38 Lings for 9 SCVs. I mean, to be fair, it's not just 9 SCVs. He killed a lot of Marines, and that's pretty important. The power of the 2-1-1 hits now with these 2 medevacs. And because ByuN has lost so many Marines, because Dark has traded with the Marines, this is all a good thing for Dark. It means that ByuN is stuck at home. He can't really be active on the map. He can't be pressuring the bases. He can't be punishing Dark overall. So this is kind of a good thing for Dark, but now finally, it is late, but ByuN is moving out. He doesn't even have 2 full medevacs of Marines. That's how few Marines he has to work with. But Dark is taking every gas geyser. He's going for a lair. This looks like he wants to go into Spire, into Mutas. We'll see. He does have a defensive Roach Warren. Roaches are coming out. Oh, Marines are going to be stimming on forward as well. Going to be trying to dive on top of these Queens, but the Transfuse is just too good. Here we go. ByuN is forced into the main instead. But alas, Dark is keeping up with these drops. Again, these drops are a lot later than they should be. And because of that, Dark has plenty of supply to work with to keep up with all the drop play. Again, we have so much gas. With that gas, we're going for a 1-1 Roach timing. Is Dark going to take a 4th? That is the question. Here we go. ByuN is taking his 3rd base behind this. He's not going all in or anything like that. He is slowly transitioning out. I say transitioning out. He's slowly, focusing on his economy. ByuN now active with 3 drops, 2 towards the south, 1 towards the north. He's looking for the 4th. He stims. No 4th. That's a bit of a tell. ByuN was so sure of himself that there was a hatchery, and yeah, Dark is just delaying that hatchery for so long. There it is finally. He's taking it here as a forward base. Meanwhile, Marines are dropped into the natural. Going to be picking up a couple of the gas mining workers. 2 drones go down. Not bad. But ByuN, he hasn't seen the 4th base. For all he knows, his opponent is only on 3 base economy, and he may make a couple of interesting moves as a result. He is setting up defensively back at home. Very nice tank spread here, and tank set up at that 3rd, or in between the 3rd and the natural. But you see ByuN setting up that tri-pronged attack that he is known for. Marines here in the center, towards the north and towards the south. Meanwhile, the 3rd base is being taken. ByuN still doesn't have eyes on the 4th, and I do think that there was potential for him to cancel this 4th, but alas, now it's too late. The 4th has plenty of health. Roaches are in position as well, and ByuN is backing off. And here we go, off of 67 drones. Dark is done. He's fully saturated on 3 bases, and he is making nothing but Roach, Ravager, Lingbane. He's going for a massive push. The tank spread is good, but especially here towards the south, the Marines are out of position. Oh god, they're not here to protect the tanks! They stim and they rush back home. Dark is going to be able to get on top of them though. 2 tanks are going to be going down immediately. And ByuN is being pulled apart right now. The tanks were so exposed. 2 more go down. We're down to only a single tank. Oh my god, the Biles! The Biles connect! ByuN! The splits are not there. He tries to chase down the Ravagers and he's punished for it. And now, what is there left to defend? Only a single tank. Dark, if he wants to, he can just consolidate his army and go for another push. But no, he will drone instead. He will take this lead, and he will maintain his lead. Oh. Meanwhile, with the death of those tanks, ByuN can't really push out. If he wanted to hit a timing with his upgrades, with like a bio tank push, it's just not really there anymore. Ugh. He can be active with drop play for sure, but the tanks have to be left at home. We do see a 5th base on the way here. The drop play from ByuN is going to buy him some time, and it is going to be a little bit annoying here for Dark. Dark is splitting up between his bases. Ooh, does have a force at his 4th base. The bio army does reveal itself here on the creep. Dark has to respond. But again, Dark is maxed. Like, because of how well the earlier fight went... Oh, I do have a cancel. Because of how well that fight went, Dark, he has been able to max out. He has 2-2 on the way. He doesn't have to wait for 2-2 either. He can just go for another big push. A lot of the army for ByuN is out on the map. He's going for a doom jump into the main base. We could see a really weird base trade. And I think that's what's about to happen. Yep, Dark, he's going to be breaking the 3rd base. At the same time, ByuN is just going for a massive doom jump into the main. Things are about to get crazy. The tanks are unsieged. Oh, the tanks are going to be saved. Oh my god. So smart here from ByuN. Meanwhile, here in the main, he's committing to a fight. He's honestly trading quite well here against the Roach Ravager, but he's forced to pick up. But meanwhile, the Roaches and Ravagers are breaking into the natural. The tanks are jumped into the main, but they will go down in the main. Reinforcements are trickling on in. The Doom Drop goes towards the 3rd base. He's going to be able to get that hatchery. At the same time, it looks like Dark's army across the map is being cleaned up. And the drops, they just keep on going and keep on going. 2-2 finishes, and Dark doesn't want to turn around. He knows that he has the bigger army. He knows he has the advantage. He doesn't want to stop. Even if the drops kill all of his hatcheries, he knows that he can end the game. Reinforcements are back at home. He loses his 3rd. He loses a lot in his main, but the Roach army is breaking into the main. We have 1 tank left for Bunny. Bunny? ByuN. My brain. Why am I thinking of Bunny? I don't know. And we have drops all over the map as well, but the damage that ByuN is sustaining, it isn't really recoverable. Dark has broken into the main. He's camping the production. The boys are being pulled, and ByuN is turning around and he's coming back home. It was a really chaotic moment. It was a really chaotic fight, but GG gets called. Dark has done it here in the ace match. He was down 0-2, but he brought it all the way back, and he will be this week's ESL Open Cup champion. Dark brings it back, puppy. He was down 0-2. I was smurging. He was smurging. People were smurging. But Dark brings it back. The Doom Drop was probably ByuN's only way of winning, to be honest. ByuN, like, his only chance there was to force Dark to turn around. That was what he was hoping for. He was hoping that Dark would turn back around, defend at home, waste time with the drops, and give Dark an opportunity to rebuild his tank count. That was the goal. But Dark knew that he had such a massive advantage. Even if ByuN killed the main, even if ByuN killed the 3rd, even if ByuN killed the spawning pool, it didn't matter. It would not matter. Dark knew that he had enough to break any of the bases of ByuN and just go all the way. And yeah, really decisive moves from Dark overall, and a really kind of good way to abuse ByuN's greed as well. Bringing it all back, ByuN went for a CC first into a reactor first into 2-1-1. Like, it was wild how greedy ByuN was. And he was punished for it. He was punished for it by the Link Flood. So Dark, recognizing the weakness behind ByuN's play, ByuN initially had defended against the Link so well. I mean, remember that ByuN, he lost 1 SCP. It was crazy. But you know, it's Dark, and Dark commits. He's the kind of person that does commit. He means it when he says that he's gonna kill you. Oh my god. So GG, well played to Dark, and a shout out to ByuN for making it to the finals and making the finals as close as they were. He was a worthy opponent, a worthy adversary for Dark, but he was not able to overcome him. Not this week. And shout out to all the people that did place their bets on Dark as well. Congratulations. Ugh. in the chat. ByuN? Look, I just miss Bunny. It's no secret that I'm a massive Bunny fan, and I think we haven't seen Bunny play in a while. I'm worried that he's retired. I'm worried that Bunny hasn't played in anything because, and there's no announcement. I think he just stopped playing. I think he just backed off. Smurge. Smurge. But GG, well played. Hope everyone in the chat had a great time. Hope they enjoyed the finals. Not just the finals, but the entire tournament. We had some amazing games. We even had a ZvZ between Dark and Ragnarok that lasted 40 minutes. Which may not be the most amazing thing, but it was really cool to watch. It was really cool to watch, and it was really insightful as well, I feel. There was definitely something to gain from that series. And GG, well played. Congratulations to our winners. Congratulations to the chat for bearing witness to this. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. It was a bit of a long broadcast. 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours of solo casting. Never again. Normally I have a co-caster. Chase was supposed to join me today, but Chase couldn't make it. He has had a pretty busy week. And instead, I settled for, if I couldn't cast with Chase for ESL Asia, we actually casted WTL last night. I did cast alongside Chase in the early hours of the day. So at least we were able to cast a little bit together. But again, Yaku is busy with his studies, with his assignments. Yakuzaku is going to be going on break in a week or so. So Yaku will be coming back, which will be pretty exciting. I'll have a more regular co-caster. Let's go. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and for sticking around as well. Again, I say this all the time. I'm not the best solo caster. I work best when I have someone else to vibe off of, but I think it helps that today's games were all really good and really exciting. So it makes it easier to, you know, have the momentum casting as well. And hopefully not lose my voice. Speaking of losing voices, we're not done for today. ESL Asia has concluded, but World Team League is going to be live tonight, late in the evening, in like 5 hours. So it's quite a ways away. Thankfully, it's going to give me a moment to get some food, to rest, and get ready for the next cast. So yes, World Team League will be continuing tonight, and it is going to be the elimination match. It is going to be the decider match between, I believe, Berserker Esports and Abydos. Yes, Berserker Esports and Abydos. No, sorry. Is it Invictus Gaming against Abydos? God, what is it? You know what? I'm not going to rely on my memory. I think it's Berserker Esports against Invictus Gaming. I got there in the end. Let's just double check. Let's just double check so I actually know what the hell I'm saying. There we go. Berserker Esports against Invictus Gaming is going to be the elimination match tonight. It is going to determine which team moves on to Code S and which team their run has ended. So it's going to be a very important match here between Berserker and Invictus. We will also have Abydos versus Starlight Twinkle as well. So Spirit and Cham are going to be going up against Cure, Creator, SOS, and Mondo, Quanta. Abydos is a pretty big team. So a lot of really sick matches ahead of us. So tonight is going to be pretty intense. Be sure to be there. Again, in 5 hours. It's a ways off, mate. It's a ways. Let me confirm. No. Oh my. Sorry. It's actually earlier tonight. Oh, that's important. I need to message some people. It's actually in 3 hours and 40 minutes. It is much earlier tonight. So World Team League, they're actually changing their schedule. Is it because... Yeah, okay. Oh, that's brutal. Okay. The reason why World Team League is earlier tonight is because World Team League has 3 matches, not 2. 3 matches back to back to back. Oh, it's going to be a long cast. Oh no, that's going to be a long cast, Papi. So, World Team League tonight, it is the last day of Code A. Going to be a big broadcast, so be sure you're there for some World Team League action. More World Team League than you've ever had in a single day, in a single session, in a single cast. Oh, so be sure you're there. I won't be alone. I'll be joined by Asher. I'm pretty sure Asher will be joining me, and I'll send out some feelers and see if maybe Yaku will sub in as well. So we'll spread it out. We'll spread it out. Thank you so much, Zoners, for the bits. Thank you, Poppy. Thank you. Very awkward plays by ByuN and Dark. Thank you for the 100 bits. We appreciate the support. We appreciate it. Gracias, gracias. With that, we are going to be... Yeah, we're going to be done here for the night. Again, for now. We're going to be done for now. We'll be back in a couple of hours. So make sure you mark your calendars for all of that. And we'll see you then. Meanwhile, if you want to tune into some more of the CranKy Ducklings, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We have a Discord server. And we have a YouTube channel where we upload all of our VODs. So if you enjoy our casting of myself, Chase, Asher, Yaku, Kuro, Steel Mold, sometimes some guest casters like Chappie. Chappie's casted on the channel before, and some others, then you can check us out over on our YouTube. We upload on a daily basis, and we have plenty of VODs lined up for the coming weeks. So if you can't tune in live, and if you like our casting, YouTube is the place to be. Outside of that, you can follow me at light_VIP. I stream personally, my personal stream, on my own Twitch channel. I do some ladder sessions. I've also recently been playing through Diablo 2 for the first time. The Diablo 4 beta weekend did kind of hook me in, and because of that, I'm playing through Diablo 2 for the first time. I've finished, in my childhood, I played a lot of Diablo 1, and I played a decent amount of Diablo 3 when that came out, but I missed out on Diablo 2, so I am streaming through that on my personal channel if you're interested in my experience through D2 for the first time. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support. Follow the Ducklings. You can support us on Patreon, !Patreon in the chat. Hold on, let me just get the commands going. ! Socials to begin with. But !Patreon in the chat if you want a link to our Patreon page. All the money that we make on Patreon goes towards our tournaments. We do host 3 consistent regular tournaments for a lot of different regions in the StarCraft scene. So if you're interested in supporting StarCraft, in supporting the tournaments, in supporting the CranKy Ducklings, check us out on Patreon. Our goal right now is to fund the bi-weeklies, which are currently being funded by us, and afterwards the goal is to make them weeklies, to turn them from bi-weeklies into weeklies, to make them that much more consistent, and then they can be grown into paying out top 4 and top 8 as well. So we do have that structure set up for Patreon. We've had a little bit of support. I think we've gotten like 4 patrons ever since we announced it, which is, you know, is definitely more than I expected. I didn't really expect a lot of support, but I do appreciate the patrons that we have gotten over the past couple of weeks, ever since we announced our tournaments, and hopefully we can hit the goal to at least make it a weekly event. That's my hope anyway. I would love for them to be consistent weekly tournaments. I know the players would love that as well. But yes, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. We will see you guys in a couple of hours for World Team League. Until then, ciao. Hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, and massage your marines. See you later. Bye.